Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. In this episode I'm going to do an unboxing of the Unspeakable Box, which is an expansion for Cthulhu Death May Die by Cool Mini or Not. So this has extra miniatures, extra enemies to fight, so let's quickly open it up and see what's inside. The Unspeakable Box for Cthulhu Death May Die, with all kinds of extra characters in there. So the front has this really nice piece of artwork set in the 20s, 30s of America. Really cool, with some, people that resemble historical figures like Al Capone here and Einstein. And there's probably plenty of others. So that's pretty cool. And then on the back, there's the miniatures that are in this box, along with their cards and their tokens. So we got Yog-Sothoth, we got Dagon, we got some Migos, some Yithians, Wilbur Whately, a Cult Master, Lord Nameless, Lord Faceless, Servants of the Deep, and all of these new investigators. So let's take a closer look at those. Okay, so it's packed with stuff. It's pretty heavy too because of all the paperwork. So what do we have here? We have some extra characters in shrink wrap. Let me open that up. Okay, so here is Julia, a very classy looking lady from England. We have Al, of course, Al the mobster, Al Capone. We've got Richard here, fancy looking fellow, Richard Irons from London, England. We have Olivia, the pilot, Olivia Duchamp, also from England. We have Maki, she looks like a college student. And we have Tina. Tina, a femme fatale. Tina McShane from Ireland, Northern Ireland. Fleur, the combat medic. Fleur Dubois. Cool. I really like the artwork. It's really very thematic. Ernest, the demon hunter. Ernest Hemingway himself. Look at that. That's cool. So Bert, Albert. Bert. He's got smarts. Yes, he does. Albert Einstein. There you go. Albert Einstein himself in a game. Who would have thought? We have Maxime, a mad dog. Maxime Gray from Cape Town. Then we have Roxy. Roxy Mitchell-Williams from Harlem. And here is Margie, the stiff upper lip, English a countess even. Nice. There's Meryl, the actress, Meryl Starling, and Pops, who looks like Baron Samedi. Pops Duperron. Okay. And then there's Walter, so there's plenty of new investigators. Walter Baggett. And then we're back at Julia. So those are all the character boards. We'll see the miniatures in a bit. Over here is just a placeholder to keep this. And this is very handy. These are boards that you put over your character board, like that, actually. So as you can see, you put them underneath, and well, let me just take this off and I can show you that properly. So I'll take the top tray off, and then this, you put that underneath here. So you can put that on the table, and you'll have slots to put all those tokens so they don't move around, because when you just put it on this, they could slide around, and with this you keep them in place nicely. So that was a very nice stretch goal indeed. All right, so then we got all of these extra boxes, right? So we have lost episodes. So, and these are big boxes. They're not as small as the ones in the season 2 expansion. So we got lost episode 1 here. So, all right, with cultists, an ice cream vendor. All right, I'll keep that closed. I won't spoil anything. We get lost episode number 2. Yep, so has some of these monsters. Yithians and Migos. Oh, so they are in here actually. Are there any monsters in? Yeah, those characters are actually in here. Then I will show them to you. I'll just show you the monsters. I'll take them out in a bit. All right. So then we have this one. This is just cards. This is Happy Birthday, Lost Episode 3. That has all the cards listed here. And then we have Dagon and Yog-Sothoth in these boxes. So let's take a look at the investigators first. Is there some tape here? Yes, there is. So this is actually a double tray. So the first tray over here has these models. So here's Pops. So I'll just go through these quickly. And there's plenty of detail on them. The quality of these Cool Mini or Not models has certainly gone up. Really like the look of these. Here's the student with the big rifle. And we have this guy here from South Africa, I think Cape Town, that was the guy. He's got a camera around his neck. And then there's this guy. Also with a jacket with lots of pockets, a sash around his shoulders, and a gun. You can even see the laces on his boots. And we got Ernest here. And there we go. In his big turtleneck sweater. It's really cool. Nice detail on the face. And then we got this lady here. A rather tall lady with a 6-shooter pistol and some fur around her shoulders. And then we have this lady here. All right. Yeah, the English lady with the sword. It's pretty cool. So some very interesting looking investigators. Here's another man with a nice mustache in Her Majesty's Secret Service. Fancy coat. And we have this man, Bert Albert Einstein, with this pipe, smoking a pipe, his wild hair, also carrying a gun. That's pretty cool. Alright, so that's the top tray, and then in the bottom tray we have some more investigators. Of this woman with the 2 pistols. I don't know if you can see all of the detail there, but it's pretty nice. You can see the hair very clearly. So that's the first one here. Then we got Al Capone, I think. Yep, with the Tommy gun. So that's nice as well. A long coat and a pistol in his other hand. Next up is this lady. That's Julia, with the umbrella and the sword hidden. It looks like, you know, the kind of sword that you hide inside an umbrella. With the handle there, and a gun. So yep, that's Julia. And we have this lady here, the nurse, combat medic, and they all have these 6 shooters. And she's got her medical bag there. So that's really nice as well. Then now we got the pilot. Also very nicely detailed clothing there. Very nice. And here's a a lady with a very large gun. The lady from Harlem. She's got quite the machine gun there. So yep. And then here's a person with, what's he holding there? Can't quite make that out. Is it a pipe as well? Yeah, it could be a pipe. And a pistol, and a bag. Yep. And then we have this lady here. Was that the actress? Also with a pistol and a flashlight, it seems. And finally, we have this gentleman with a grenade and a pistol. Yeah. All right. So those are all the investigators. It's quite a few. And then, of course, the monster. So let me start with these from the smaller boxes. Right, so the first box from episode 2 here has these Yithians. Now, if I can reach them, they're in there pretty deep. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. This is a very peculiar race, a peculiar miniature. They have this, like, I don't know, this skirt almost, with some stuff poking out underneath. So that's their main body, their foot, kind of. And they have these pincers and their head, or heads. So everything is kind of like tentacles. So 2 tentacles with pincers, a tentacle with a head, it seems, with eyes, and a tentacle with these, yeah, suction cups. I don't know. So it's a very strange looking alien race. And we get 2 of those in there. All right. And then we get 2 of these Migos. So they're like insect-like creatures. They have this abdomen here, and 2 big wings, and a very creepy looking head. And I'm not sure if all of these holes, if they are eyes or not. You never know with these creatures. So very insect-like, creepy creatures. Very nice, lots of detail again. So then the figures from episode 1 here. So that box has 3 of these cultists. So we have this guy here. So wearing a hood. And he's got a big gun there as well at the ready. And a long coat. That's the first one. And the second one here, also hooded cultists with a Tommy gun. Very dangerous people, these. And finally, we have a third one with a hood and a hat, and a staff with a dagger at the end, kind of like a walking stick with a knife and a gun. So that's the 3 cultists from the first episode, and it also comes with cards in that box. And then we have these 2 left. So let's start with Yogg-Sothoth. Okay, so that box comes with this guy here. This very demon-like looking mutated person with hooves and these horns and a whole lot of detail on the skin. I mean, look at that. That is very cool. He's got a tail. Yeah, so that's a very nice looking miniature. And then Yog-Sothoth, a big blobby weird looking creature, and yeah, it's basically just a mess of appendages, tentacles and arms and teeth and eyes and whatnot. So very unsettling monster there. Alright, so that's Yog-Sothoth. And then in the Dagon box, we of course have Dagon. And Dagon here is of course accompanied by some deep ones. So these fish-like humanoids. So look at that head, it's really cool. I really like the detail on these as well. You got little tentacles coming from the neck. And he's got some teeth in his belly there. And there's some of these scales on the back. So yeah, really nice rendition of a deep one. So that's the first model. And with the second model, that's different. This one is standing more at ease. And there's a third one who is more dynamic. He's like leisurely walking. Walking like an Egyptian. So, yep. 3 different deep one sculpts. So that's pretty cool. You just get 3 of these and they're all different. And then, of course, Dagon. Huge underwater, you know, Cthulhian mythos creature. So he's like a big snake, sea dragon with lots of tentacles, of course. Here's his jaw with all the teeth, and his mane, and all these scales on the back, these ridges, really cool. And his tail curls up like that, and ends in this, well, kind of like a maw as well. It's like a claw, but it has like a tongue or something. Probably a very bad end to encounter as well. So, yeah, dangerous looking monster. Dagon. Alright, so those are all the miniatures in this box. And so that was my unboxing of the Unspeakable Box for Cthulhu Death May Die by Cool Mini or Not. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.